This is live footage, Bigfoot sighting in Fairview, North Carolina. We have Tim Peeler. Tim, can you explain? Tell us what you see.
Hi, sir. About 9 months ago, I had what must have been a 10-foot man. Only it wasn't like a man.
Now, was it a man or was it a monkey? Or was it a mix?
Well, it was a mix, but he was kind of humanoid. He had a forehead that was like mine and yours, and he had a nose that was like mine, but his face didn't have no hair on it. His face was as bald as your head there. But he had long, beautiful silver grayish, yellow hair. And it come all the way down.
This is serious. This is not a laughing matter.
Past his navel. And sometimes you could see it going to his groin. And when he moved, I could tell it was a man because I could see his man parts hanging.
Now, where did he come from?
I saw him. He was coming up. Let me show you. Follow me over here now. Now he come up from this path right over here. And I heard a commotion because I had my dogs locked up. I had 2 little puppy dogs that was in heat that night. And I had them chained up because I didn't want them getting impregnated. So I had them locked up. And I think that that's what had to do with him showing up that night, because I think he was after my puppy dogs. So I heard a commotion and I thought that must have been them coyotes outside again. And I come out from the little porch area over there. And I come out and I have my stick in my hand. And I come out and I was looking. And I was expecting to see the coyotes. But instead of them, it was him. And oh my goodness, he must have been a 10-foot tall whacker. Dude, he is always not there. And I got a little bit afraid for my doggy's life. So
Did you call anybody?
I did. I called the 911, and they acted like they didn't believe me, because I had been drinking a little bit of the moonshine that night. While I've been listening to the gospel music channel, I had been drinking the moonshine, and so they acted like they didn't even trust what I was telling them about the 10-foot guy that looked like an ape. But he didn't have a nose like an ape. It wasn't flat. It was like mine and your nose. And so I come out, and he had been looking at my dog and everything, and he looked like he was gonna pet my dog and might get a little frisky with him. And my dog started running around him and running around him, and before you knowed it, his foot got all twisted and tangled in my dog's chain. And so he was a smart feller, because he knew to reach down and get his foot untangled. And so he reached down there and he untangled his foot. And you know, it looked like he had 6 fingers on each of his hands. He had a thumb and 5 fingers. 5 fingers.
How did you get rid of him?
Well, I had to take my big stick here. And I had to get a little rough talking with him. And I had to come out here, and I was afraid for my little doggy's life now, remember that? And I come out here, and I said, "No, you get away from here. Get away from my dog." And that's when I punched him in the navel with my stick. I said, "Get away. You get away from my dog. Don't you hurt him. Don't you squish him with your big foot. Don't you do it." And then he turned and he walked back down that path. And you see those low branches right there? He swooped his silver gray hair on those branches.
Whistle.
And then that's when I went back inside. Well, a few minutes later, I heard some more commotion. So I come back out from my little shack here. I was just standing here and I saw him again. And this time I heard him whistle at me. He said, shh. He did it 3 times in a row.
How many times have you seen him, and where did he come from?
I've seen him 3 different times. I've seen him so many different years. You know, I saw him just one year. He was coming from this mountain. I had these boys with me, and they had been walking with me in this mountain, and they said, Tim, look over there in the woods. I think I see a bird. And I said, bird? Well, there ain't no bird. Look, listen, that's a walking on 2 feet. There ain't no bird I know of that walks on 2 feet whistles at me like that. There certainly ain't no darn hoot owl. You know, those boys, they ain't never had no experience in the woods like that before. They was just young little boys. They didn't know no better. And then he come at me, and he did the same thing again the next year. He did it 3 years in a row. And then I think that what scared him off that night was the police, because when they finally come, after I had to call, I called them 3 times in a row. And after I finally called them the 3rd time, they showed up in that police car, and they paused right here at this path right here. And they blocked him. And I think that it scared him off. Because I really think he is coming to get a little aggressive with my puppy dogs that's in heat. I think that he was coming to get friendly, frisky with them. And I think that when the police come and made the sirens and the big show, I think it scared him off, made him a little shy, and that he just couldn't perform after that. So I think that he just couldn't come back no more that night. But I'm expecting to see him again, because it's been close to a year now, so my dogs are going back in heat. So I think he'll be showing up again real soon. I'm expecting it. I'm ready this time. I'll be having my little camera.
Damn, Peeler.
We'll be watching and waiting for him. I'll be ready.